Hello students, I welcome you all. As in earlier lecture, we have seen the advantages as well as disadvantages of agrochemicals. In that, the main advantages of agrochemical is to increase the crop production, and the main disadvantages of these agrochemicals is also that these agrochemicals come along with the vegetables, and hence it leads to the different diseases in the human body. And hence, to overcome this degradation of these agrochemicals should be done, and hence we have to see the next part, that is biopesticides. Now what is this biopesticides? Bio means living organism, and pesticide, we know pesticide, that is a chemical agent which is used to kill the pest, that is substances which are intended for destroying, preventing any pest. We know that what is pest? Pest is, it is any living organism which is destroying the plant. And then what will be the biopesticide then? It is the introduction of any living organism, because bio means living, pest, that is any living insect, that is introduction of any living organism that controls the pest by biological non-toxic means. These biopesticides, it gets, that is degraded due to the presence of living organism, that is called as a biopesticides. We will see next, that is different types of biopesticides. These biopesticides are mainly classified into three classes. That is, first microbial pesticides, then biochemical pesticides, and plant incorporated protectant. These are the main three classes of biopesticides, that is microbial pesticides, biochemical pesticides, and plant incorporated protectants. We will see in detail one by one. First, we will see what is microbial pesticides. These microbial pesticides, these are the products which are derived from various microscopic organisms. These microscopic organisms, that is called as microorganisms, and these can be bacteria, fungi, protozoa, virus, and yeast. Means the products or the chemicals which are derived with the help of these microorganisms, these are called as a microbial pesticides. Next is biochemical pesticides. Again, these are the products which are derived from the natural sources. We know bio, that is living organism, chemical, that is any chemical agent, that is chemicals which are derived from the natural sources like plants, animals, bacteria, and minerals. These are called as a biochemical pesticides. These are some of the examples of the herbal products, and these are used as a biochemical pesticides. Means these particular chemicals, these are obtained from the plants, animals, bacteria, or mineral origin, and hence it is called as a biochemical pesticides. The third important type of classification, that is a plant incorporated protectants. What is this plant incorporated protectants? These are the products which are produced from plants and which is containing additional genetic material from other microbial species, that can be microorganism or animals. Means these are the products which are produced by using the genetic material, that can be DNA or RNA, of different species from the microorganisms to increase some efficiency of that pesticide, and hence these are called as a plant incorporated protectants. Why the word incorporated is used? Because these products are, that is produced by adding the genetic material from other sources, that is other species like microorganism or animals, and which is protecting the plant, and hence the name is given plant incorporated protectants. And these plant incorporated protectants, these are also called as a genetically modified crops. Why genetically modified? This genetically means these are using the genetic material of species, that is genetically modified, because these are using the DNA of different species, and hence these are the plants, and hence the name is given genetically modified crops. We will see one example. In this diagram, in the first step, this crop is infected by the European corn borer, and that is a pest or that is any insect. And in the upper part, there is a Bacillus thuringiensis. This Bacillus thuringiensis, it is a microorganism, and from that Bacillus thuringiensis we have taken their genetic material. That is that next diagram, that is the Watson-Crick model, that is it's showing the DNA. That is a Bt gene, that is Bacillus thuringiensis gene, is incorporated into the plant, and by the addition of that DNA or that genetic material from the Bacillus thuringiensis into the plant material, that pest get dies when feeding on this plant part. Means this is a very simple, that is plant incorporated protectants, means these are protecting the plant. And how it is protecting? That DNA or genetic material from the microbial species, it gets incorporated into the plant, and by the incorporation of that DNA or genetic material, the any pest which is growing on that particular plant, that get dies, and hence these plants, these are called as a genetically modified crops. And these pest that gets dies due to the incorporation of that genetic material, and hence these all are plants, these are called as a plant incorporated protectants, because they are protecting the plant from the damage. Next we will see why there is a need of biopesticides. Because these biopesticides are having different advantages. The first advantage is that no harmful residues get detected, because these pesticides are produced from the living organism, and this living organism, that can be microorganism, and that get degraded, means there is no presence of any harmful residue after applying or after application to the crop plants. Then these are very cheaper than the chemical pesticide, because these microorganisms can be easily available or it can be easily grow. That is, these are very cheaper than the chemical pesticides. And the third important advantage is that it is more effective than chemical pesticides in long term. And the important advantage is that it is biodegradable. Why it is biodegradable? Because since it is a living organism that get degraded easily, that is it can be easily decomposed into the small material, that is called as a biodegradable. As there are some advantages of biopesticides, there are certain disadvantages of biopesticides also. And what are that? These biopesticides are requiring the very high specificity for identification of pest. Means on, as we see in this example, that these plant incorporated protectants, that this particular plant, it is requiring the genetic material from the Bacillus thuringiensis, means that Bt cotton or that Bacillus thuringiensis, it is using that gene from the Bacillus thuringiensis, means we must know the specified microorganism for that particular plant material, and that is the advantage, is that there is a very high specificity is required for the identification of pest, that which type of pest we have to kill, and hence that which type of living organism will be killing that pest, it is very required, that is specificity is required. And since we are that is taking from the living organism, there is often slow speed of action, that is it is having less efficiency, it is having variable efficiency, that is some of the time that microorganism can be very active, some of the time it can be having the less activity. And since there is a living organism, that living organisms always carries adaptation, and hence these living organisms evolve and increase resistance to biological, chemical or physical form. These are the disadvantages of biopesticide. Next we are going to see the important, that is examples of biopesticide. The first example is that is a neem plant. We all know that what is the role of neem plant and which part of the neem plant are very useful. This is a simple picture of showing the neem plant, and they are having the seeds. This neem plant, its botanical name is Azadirachta indicta. It belongs to the family Malaceae, and this neem plant, it is a very important as concerned with the medicinal view. Means this is a very medicinally important plant, and this neem plant, it is having the active ingredient that is azadirachtin. Neem in agriculture. What are the different applications of neem in agriculture? This neem plant, it is used as a fertilizer as well as it is used as a manure. Then neem is used as that is a urea coating agent. Then as well like soil conditioner, and also used in plant protection. These are the different importance in agriculture. Now we will see the different parts of the neem. That is, neem leaves are used as green leaf manure and in the preparation of litter compost. Again, these neem leaves are used in storage of grains. Then the neem bark, that is neem bark and neem roots also have medicinal properties. Bark and roots in powdered form are also used to control fleas and sucking the pest in rice cultivation. Then what are the different properties of neem oil? This neem oil, that is, this is extracted from the seeds of neem tree, and it has insecticidal as well as medicinal properties, due to which it has been used in pest control in rice cultivation. These physical properties of neem oil are, it is a brownish yellow color liquid which is soluble in water, having pH range that is 6.5 to 7.5, and this neem oil, it is having boiling point greater than 200 degree, and this neem oil, it smells like garlic and freezes at 13 degrees centigrade. These are the physical properties of neem oil. Then what are the uses of neem oil? This is a very important part because this neem oil is used as insecticide due to the presence of active ingredient that is azadirachtin. It is safer to use to honeybees, fish, birds as well as human beings. Azadirachtin is antioxidant, then growth regulator. This neem oil, it is also having uses in veterinary medicinal uses for different pets. Also, it is medicinally important to humans. How it is medicinally important? Because this number of disease that can be cured with the help of this neem oil. Like that is, it is also used in birth control. That is, it is used as a contraceptives. Then piles, asthma, skin disorder and ulcers. And the last, that is, it is also useful in the preparation of cosmetics and toiletries. These medicinal uses of neem leaves are, these all parts of neem tree are used as antiemetic, antifungal, antidiabetic, antibacterial, antiviral, contraceptive and sedative. What is this sedative? This sedative, that is, these are the sleep producing drug. This neem tree, it is also used in medicinal treatment like skin diseases, then healthy hair, improving the liver function, detoxifying the blood, pest and disease control, fever reduction, dental treatments, cough, asthma, ulcer, piles, intestinal worms, urinary diseases also. These are the, that is, variety of medicinal uses of neem tree. The second example that we are going to see is currants plant, that is also used as a biopesticides. This currants plant, this is a simple pic of that currants plant which is having the different seeds and leaves. This having the botanical name Pongamia glabra, and it belongs to the family Fabaceae. It is a medicinally important plant. As in neem plant, the active ingredient is azadirachtin, and in currants plant, the active ingredient is curranzine. Then what are the physical properties of currants oil? This currants oil, it is prepared from the seeds of currants tree, and it is a yellow colored viscous liquid which is slightly soluble in water. It is having pH range 6 to 9. Boiling range is 316 degrees centigrade, and it is bitter to smell. Then what are the uses of currants oil? This currants oil, it is used as insecticide, acaricide due to the presence of active ingredient curranzine. Then it is also useful in skin care purposes to treat psoriasis, that is a skin disease, then skin ulcer as well as dandruff. As neem tree is also having uses in veterinary medicinal use, in the same way this currants oil, it is also useful as medicinal purposes for in the veterinary, that is for pets. It is medicinally important to human like antiseptics. Preparation of cosmetics for soap, hair oil, shampoo, this currants oil is useful. This currants oil, it is free from toxins like aflatoxin, B1, G1, B2, G2. These all are the toxins and which are carcinogenic. What is meant by carcinogenic? These are the toxins which are leading to the cancer, and this particular currants oil, it is free from all these toxins. In agriculture, this currants oil, it is well used as a pest repellent. This is all about that is a biopesticides. We have seen its uses, classification, and different examples of biopesticides like neem and currants oil. This type of questions, that is you write the uses and the properties of neem oil or currants plant, is generally asked for the exam. Thank you all of you.